What is going on, guys? Welcome to a little bit of an update video. Um, so, just to start this off, I wanted to say that it's really funny that it's sad, but I try not to mope on things unless it's like, because it's what it is very minor. It's not a big deal. It's not life threatening. It's not a huge whatever. I can't help but laugh. But last week, which today is the 10th going into the 11th of October, because it's like now it's the 11th because it's 3 almost 4 in the morning. But about a week, almost 2 weeks, October 2nd, I'll just say, dating the video, it's 2020. um I recorded a thank you video, 9 years for content creating, and the game that I played on it was Super Mario 35. The funny thing is that the week, like a few days or somewhere between that day and just 2 days ago, which was the 9th, um, my Switch stopped working. It's just not turning on. I've done everything and everything. Believe me, I looked at everything for making sure that it isn't like it's got stuck on something, or if the charger that I was using died, or if it's a dock, like everything, like all of that. It just will not turn on. I think that during a storm, that it when the power's been acting up a little bit with the few surges we had, must have somehow fucked it up. I had it as surge protector, but surge protectors sometimes don't always help. I don't know, just from other people's experiences and what I heard. Either way, uh, whatever the cause may have been, if something just shit the bed, whatever, it died. Like, I don't know if the battery, I think it's a hardware issue, something in it must have just went. I don't know, because I wasn't playing it when it died, so I don't know if I don't think it was a heating issue. I couldn't tell you. Um, Either way, I no longer at the moment have a Switch, because I'm going to either A, send it in and get it repaired, or I'm going to pick up another one. Either way, I gotta spend money that I try not to have to spend unless I mainly because one, I was saving up because I did want to get the PlayStation 5 and all that, and also I try to save money because budget, and I'm not working, and I only can do so many little jobs and things for family and friends to earn money until I can get an actual job again. Because kind of things with the way the world has become, at least in my area, job hunting's been a pain in the ass because it's just because of everything. Everyone's being a little bit more safer or paranoid about it or whatever you may be. But a lot of the people or the places that have jobs aren't looking for either the types that I want to get to, which I'm trying not to be too picky about it, and or they're just not hiring, or they're only hiring within their group of people that they know that is safe and all that. So it's kind of difficult at the moment. Plus, I don't have a ton of places around where I am, so I have to try to like stretch the limits of how far I can go and things like that. Um, but yeah, it kind of sucks. And I'm not trying to have like, oh, feel bad or support it or whatever. Like, no, I got it covered. Uh, but I'm mainly making the update video because the things that I've recorded and or streamed, mostly recorded, I probably will stop, or I will upload a few. Like, I wasn't uploading a lot of Breath of the Wild, I'll be honest. Me and John, what used to be what we'd play Breath of the Wild for like during the week. God's is super busy and is going to become even busier on weekdays. So we stopped streaming slash recording it because on weekends, or we did it a little less, so we were doing it on weekends. And then it just kind of became this thing where we wanted to play other games or do other things, so we kind of stopped playing it. We started, funny enough, like 2 weekends ago to get back into it. And I just, then this happened. So Breath of the Wild is going to be on pause. Mario 64, which hasn't even been uploaded yet, will be on pause. I will have the footage. I will upload what I've done leading up to it. But I do not know, one, if I think everything goes to the cloud. I don't know if you have to manually input that in the Switch. Someone will probably tell me. I think I'll probably Google it. But one of the two things, I'll either have my data and we'll continue where we left off, or the games at some point down the line you'll probably see a title of it saying I started over, because I might have to start shit over. Either or. So it's not a big deal. I just don't know when those things are going to continue. I don't know when I'm going to pick that stuff back up because of the situation. Just because it's going to take some time for either repairs, things like that, because I have to wait a little bit. I can't send it out right away. And I know my warranty's up on it, I think. Either or, I got to wait because of money, things like that. But it could, just for all I know, this could be like a month thing. Could be just a few weeks. Because again, I may just pick up another one. I don't like being that guy. It's like, oh, broke, buy a new one. Kind of feels like, I don't like to seem like, oh, I got the money to do it. It's just like it tacks into some of my budget. But for entertainment and what it gave me and the stuff I still have that I want to play on it, I don't mind shelling, but I know it's smarter to just send it in repairs and get it cheaper. But we'll just see what happens. Personal. It's my personal thing. Whatever I feel like doing. Kind of a really impatient son of a bitch, so it's like waiting and then God hoping that whoever's handling the package doesn't break the fucking thing, because the area that I live in has a lot of rough handlers. I mean, a lot of areas do, but I just know from my experience of where I live and stuff like that, they don't handle packages very well. So I don't know. Plus, my area is a pain in the ass for packages to go and come into and be delivered and things like that. So I don't know yet. We'll just weigh our options, see what happens. But that is one of the reasons, like, I started to upload Breath of the Wild, because I assumed I was going to start getting back into it. Because I was going to start doing it, like, if not every weekend, once every weekend, or, every other weekend. But because of this, I'm not going to, for a while, probably upload Mario 64, or do Breath of the Wild, or I was starting to record and stream Hyrule Warriors, things like that. Whatever I have planned is still going to be uploaded. It's just that they're going to be delayed for a while until this gets situated, so I can get footage for it. That's usually how I do my recordings, is because if you don't see something being uploaded as frequently, I either had stopped it because I'm done with it and I don't want to play it, or I haven't gotten around to recording / streaming it, and I don't want to just upload and have nothing left, so I try to wait and build up a bit of a catalog of it, or like a little bit of a backlog, and throw it up there. But also I upload like 15 videos at a time, so like sometimes it's just like this 15 set, so sometimes the video isn't in that one, another 15 set, sometimes I just forget to put that video in it, this game, because I just have a folder and I just go through it all and I'm like, this game, and this game, and there's my 15 for this week, and then I won't touch it for another few weeks, or 2 a day or so. But so it's just, that's why I think after whatever I upload for Breath of the Wild and stuff is probably going to be stopped for a while. So that means any Breath of the Wild footage that either for some reason does get uploaded that I may have forgotten to, that I may upload just one on an accident because I wasn't thinking, or two, when I start re-uploading it again and putting it back up, or putting up the old footage, it's going to be very, very dated, because it's probably going to be months at a time difference, kind of like how I did Dragon Ball Z Kakarot and how a lot of games are going to be. So anything Switch related is just going to be on the pause for a while. Luckily, we had finished Deadly Premonition 2, because I would have been fucking livid if I lost that ability, because I wanted to. I would have been pissed because we were so close to the end and then that, but luckily we beat that game and that's done. So yeah, kind of sucks because again I was really excited to try. I know it's not a big deal to get the PlayStation right off the bat, because one, there's not going to be a ton of games right off the bat, things like that. I think I just really wanted to have it for the sake of just having, like, I like having the systems for just availability for, like, oh, I have this and I don't want to play it on this, or it's like, oh, it's an exclusive, I don't have to worry about trying to go and get the system, I have it, it's there, or I just buy it, pre-order it, be done, or it's, oh, this is more comfortable on controller and I want to lounge, play it on the console, or play it on PlayStation 5 or whatever. So, kind of sucks. But I think at that time it's smarter to wait. But we'll just see what happens. Shit could change. So, who knows? But yeah, that's just what's gonna happen. So I apologize for the people that may have stuck around watching this YouTube videos or streams for Zelda stuff. It's gonna be put on hold. Mario stuff that hasn't even been uploaded yet, but has been streamed, on hold for a little bit, and for to be determined amount of time. And anything else Switch related that I may have said I wanted to do or was planning to do are on the hold list. Need a sip of water. But yeah, other than that, that's about it. If you're wondering where anything else is, Kingdom Come, Final Fantasy, and things like that I have started, they will be back at some point. This month of October is kind of our little silly, we play random October themed games. You'll probably be seeing with Silent Hill 3 being one of them, and a few maybe others that I may put in there. I don't know how many we're going to get through. Might only be like 2 or 3, maybe 4 games. I don't know yet. I don't remember. I think we did like 3 or 4 games last year. I can't remember. Because I think last year was Dino Crisis and shit. I don't remember. But I know we did. We did a few. Can't remember if last year was the one I got pissed at Alone in the Dark. Probably was. But I don't know how many. We just kind of play whatever's October themed, feeling like creepy or zombies or dead things and shit like that. So that's why we'll see. But probably, if not during this month, during next month of November and onward, we'll probably start getting into a groove again and start recording / streaming the Kingdom Come Deliverance, Final Fantasy. I do not know if I'm going to return to Outer Worlds. I'm not really sure if I'm going to play that anymore. Or if I do, I might just restart it because of the amount of gaps of breaks I've had with it. It's kind of annoying to keep having these breaks. It's just, talked about it on stream. It sounds silly, but I just kind of got burnt out with RPG / JRPG style games. We did Final Fantasy VII, even though my mod viewer and all that, Shadow, helped me through every step of the way of that game. It was awesome. I had a lot of fun playing it. And then doing Dragon's Dogma and things like that. It was so fun, but then just like without like a little bit of a break, I kind of jumped into Star Ocean, which we put on the cutting block. We'll go back to that and start over at another point in time, going right to that, to, you know, Kingdom Come Deliverance, to like, and then I had to move, and it just, I don't know, my job was draining me before I left. And there was just a lot of things that I was like, I don't want to put so much effort into those games right now, and now I'm like itching to get back. So we did start a little bit of Final Fantasy VII. You guys saw a few older videos of Kingdom Come Deliverance because I had started to stream it a little bit, and I'm gonna try to get back into it. I may or may not down the line record a new playthrough of Kingdom Come Deliverance in the far future. I don't know when or if this will happen for Kingdom Come Deliverance on PC, just because I would like to replay the game again, but without having so many breaks like I've done this time around. But who knows? That's for the future stuff. And then, you know, we got other RPG, JRPG things that we'll do in the future as well. Star Ocean, yeah, that's cutting block. If people didn't know or why, Dragon Quest on this channel, the final video, that's like, I think that's like a 2 or 3 year thing now. I don't know. Video, like back then I never uploaded it, kept getting blocked worldwide, so I lost the footage. I did like 8 different workarounds and they wouldn't let me, so I just said fuck it, I just don't care. YouTube isn't my job. If it was my job to make sure the video got up and things like that, I'd be really upset and try, but because I didn't feel like dealing with the stress at the time, the footage is gone, so that me beating that is not there. Star Wars, that will come back sooner or later. I don't know when, but I will be getting back to it and finishing it up. I hate, like, that's the thing. I hate myself for doing all of these, like, breaks and stopping. I should be getting a little better with this whole consistency thing. Like, playing the games instead of, like, swapping. But, I don't know. have this horrible tendency of wanting to bounce between like 4 or 5 different games because I don't want to get bored of one game. But then the other part of me is I don't want to beat it so fast. Even though some games are like 80 plus hours, but I'm like, I don't want to beat it so fast. In other games, it's like, you know, it shouldn't take me this long. But, shit happens. It's just the way my mind is. And then other things with John and Brandon and other things us guys end up doing kind of throw a wrench in everything and kind of sidetracked us a bit. And then I've also been playing with viewers doing like Division and others, just whatever we decide to do, if anything else. So things like that. So yeah, I do know that you may see Animal Crossing again on the channel. One, because I have I don't know if I'm gonna upload any of that footage. I still have a lot of like stuff from April, and I don't know if I will. I might have to start that over because I don't know if my save, because I think it's Switch sticks into the Switch. I don't know if there's a cloud for that game. I don't think there was. But I think I'm gonna have to redo. I don't know. I was just thinking about that. I know that hasn't been uploaded in a while because it's kind of like there's such old content of like stuff being uploaded. It's kind of hard to do. Like if I just uploaded the whole session instead of breaking up into parts, I guess it would have been fine. But like Animal Crossing gets so dated real quick in the sense of like footage because it's like it's October and I do 2 episodes a day, but I have so many games being uploaded at a time that like me throwing it in, even if I did it once every day, you'd still be seeing like April's Egg Day crap that I was getting upset at way back when. But yeah, so again, there's gonna be just a delay for a while on anything Switch related games till I get all my shit sorted. Final Fantasy Kingdom Come will return, if not during. You may see a video or two this month or just at some point down the line, but if not streaming it, I'd hope to return to it in November, and as well as some other games, maybe returning to some games, as well as starting new games / older games and things like that. And probably, if not, I'm gonna hope that sometime during this month we'll be continuing on with our PS2 stuff, continuing Headhunter, as well as whatever PS2 game I decide to play. I do have a lot of Vice City stories recorded. Some from my first session, the first time I played it. Another one I think I did this. I started the game 2 or 3 times. I want to say I only did it twice, but I can't remember. But we started it. I lost my save data, and I had to do it again. And so yeah, I don't know if that'll ever get uploaded because the music in the game, and I am not going to mute the music of Vice City or San Andreas or Vice City Stories or 5 or anything because I can, like, it's one thing if it's old-timey like Mafia, which I'll get copyright and it's not a big deal. It might get blocked in one area or two, or it'll just be monetized or put ads in it. I don't know how it works. But the but GTA stuff, there's, because I do longer videos, and that means if I'm in the car for about 70% of that game, if not 90, I don't know, a lot of music of songs are gonna play, me horribly singing over them slightly, or just repeating lyrics because I like the songs, or the sound effects might be able to block it out or muffle it a little bit, but either way, I don't know, because YouTube's kind of a fucking mess that I don't know if they'll ever get uploaded. If they do, we'll just see what happens. They may just be horribly split apart because of the music, meaning like some videos might just not go up, some will, or I just won't upload it because I don't feel like getting 9,000 YouTube notifications on my email that that it's being blocked, or it's this song's in it, copyright claim. So already getting some from freaking Mafia, so that's why I'm like, I know Vice City is going to be a fucking mess, so I don't think Vice City Stories, I don't even know if I'm going to upload any of the GTAs. We'll see, though. I may upload one of them at least, or try to, but I don't know yet. But appreciate it, guys, watching. Again, sorry it's kind of a boring, just me talking update, but I wanted to let you know where some of the series of games have been, why certain things haven't been uploaded. It's just because, sadly, a string of bad luck of the Switch breaking and not working. I continue to fuck with it and just see if I can get it to work, but really, I think it's pretty much dead. I don't think it's going to work. And just some of the other stuff that will eventually come back. I'm not giving up on them. They will eventually return. Just, I'm a very sporadic, chaotic son of a bitch. I'm all over the place with this crap. I just don't know how to be consistent with one thing. I just play too many things and overdo it. But we'll get there. We'll get some of these games eventually completed. So, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys next time.